Hello and welcome to all you Sagittarians out there. This is your monthly horoscope for Sagittarius for July of 2021. And it's, of course, general, and I want to make it as concise and short as possible. But let's have a look at what is going on for you who has, maybe like me, a rising sign in Sagittarius, or which is the ascendant, what we call, or a moon or a sun in Sagittarius. Now, it's a month where there are no eclipses happening. Thank God, right? No eclipses, no full squares happening. It's quite gentle what's going on for the month of July, and especially for Sagittarians. But I have to say, also especially for Sagittarians, there is the Saturn-Uranus Square being activated the first week of the month. We cannot forget that. The Saturn-Uranus Square is about changes, and it's about the delay of those changes, or making it a bit more tough to change. And when it's on for the whole year, but when faster planets like Venus and Mars, in this case in Leo, they are activating it. So Venus and Mars, particularly at the beginning of the month, the first 2-3 days, it's Mars that's going to oppose Saturn. So it's going to be slowed down by Saturn and squaring up to Uranus. And then Venus, it's going to do the same thing, opposing Saturn and squaring up to Uranus. That's a yucky thing. It's not an easy thing at all. Why? Because Mars and Venus represent our desires. And for you, it's in the 9th house, which is your house, which is the house of travel. It's the house of connecting with people from abroad. It's the house of publishing. It's the house of teaching, learning, publishing, advertising, languages, speaking, thinking, more on the higher perspective level, and your perspective as well. So that's quite a lot of things that it's not the key areas of your life, basically, but it can be quite annoying when you want to go forwards in those fields, but Saturn is blocking it. For instance, very easy thing to explain is maybe you want to travel very far abroad, but the first week of the month of July, it can't happen, or it seems that there are some blockages there. It's not it's not that you're gonna die out of this, but it's annoying. So keep that in mind. The same with studies and all the other things that I just said. Like maybe you want to publish something, or maybe you want to do a presentation to a lot of people, international teleconference or whatnot. And there's some blockage there with Saturn. It's at least slowing you down. But you want to do it because it squares up to Uranus. Now, what to do? Well, first of all, accept it. Accept it. Don't fight the universe, dear Sagittarians. And Sagittarius is a mutable sign, so it's good in that, in seeing like the bigger picture and saying, okay, if the universe is saying no, there must be a reason. Although I don't understand it yet, I will understand later on. And you will very soon, because on the 7th of the month, Mercury is out of its shadow, which was just wandering around, dancing around your 7th house of relationships. And it was bumping into Neptune 3 times. Can you imagine? Which is so foggy energy, so not clear energy when it comes to relationships at all. Consciously or unconsciously, sometimes we misinterpret people, we misunderstand them, we think we like them, but or we think that they want us, but they don't want us, or the other way around. We think that maybe you are single and there's someone out there and they don't seem to like you, but actually they do like you. And that all comes out after the 7th of the month. So that is good news, because I see a lot of Sagittarians being very confused with people. And it's not hidden enemies or anything. It's people that we know very well and that we have a certain bond with, because the 7th house is either our spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, or some significant person, that I think it's quite tricky, because there's information that you did not know about them, and you can't just force these things, right? Pulling on the grass just to make it grow faster is not possible. But after the 7th, you're having some information that's coming your way. It's going to be way more clear, for better or for worse. You know, someone is gonna reveal something, and that's going to give you the clarity, and that will have a knock-on effect on that Mars and Venus in the 9th house. But because then it seems clear that, yeah, you can do the travel, you can do the around the 13th and the 14th. It's an amazing day. These 2 days, wow, they are amazing. Because they're coming together, Venus and Mars in Leo, the sign of the heart. Is very heartening. So when you are traveling, then it can be one of the best travels ever on those 2 days. And our publishing is very good on that, or teaching or learning or something, or doing a cultural event, or connecting with people from abroad, falling in love abroad as well. Very passionate energy there. So whatever was blocked in the beginning was for a reason, but now it seems that there is some changes there, and that blockage is gone around the 10th already, and the 13th and 14th, you're really enjoying yourself. You're being active, whether it is abroad or whether it is in the mind. It can be in the mind as well. You know, the 9th house is the house of travel, but also traveling in the mind, so to speak. And yeah, if you're single, that could be starting a very beautiful romance there, with someone that, you know, you're very passionate about, and they're passionate about you, and it's all the good stuff. So be aware of that first week. That is a bit annoying, but that's not gonna last forever. And then we have the clarity of the Mercury. Oh, that's going to help you out as well. You know, when it's about relationships, if you're in a relationship at the moment and things are, you don't know where you're going, just be with it and don't do too much, you know. Decide after that 7th to do some, if you can, of course, if you can. If you really want to cut cords, or you really want to start with something, wait after the 7th if you can, because then you have all the, or not all the answers, but a lot of new clarity coming in, and especially from other people. So if they're not giving you the clarity, I mean, you can't do anything. It's out of your control. So don't focus on it. Just be and look and observe and analyze, and not analyze because it's not going to help. Anyway, go with the flow and be adaptable, and you can do that very well. And then last but not least, your ruler, of course, at the end of the month on the 29th, turns back into Aquarius and stays there for the rest of the month, for the rest of the year even. And you could say, yeah, Jupiter in Pisces is in its own sign. It feels good there. But Jupiter in Aquarius is also not bad at all. Aquarius sextiles your energy of Sagittarius, and it's in the 3rd house. So it shows that there is an opportunity again to learn something new that you already learned, that you're picking up again. 3rd house is skills as well. I'm thinking about driving, learning how to drive again. I have given it up for such a long time, and I'm a bit anxious about it, but I think I'm going to do it. You know, that could be an example. Jupiter in 3rd house, you're finding a lot of meaning in learning, you know, as it goes retrograde, in learning something that you're picking it up again. It could be a study, it could be a language, it could be traveling, doing short trips again, picking that up again, enjoying it. Finding meaning in your communication, being in a neighborhood and with friends, you know, it's Aquarius after all, and connecting a lot. It's way more sociable, and I think you're gonna like it, because after all, it's you, it's your ruler in this house, so you're gonna feel way more connected, so to speak. So pretty interesting, for sure. Pretty interesting energy, and you know, that conjunction of Venus and Mars, it happens only once every year and a half, 2 years, so enjoy that, because, and especially the Sagittarians who have degrees, who have a sun and ascendant, or around at about 19 degrees, they will feel it the most. So these are the Sagittarians who have a birthday round and about, let's say, the 9th up until the 14th, 15th of this December. They will feel it the most, but everyone will feel it. Anyway, having said that, thank you so much for watching and see you next month. Bye bye.